I'd like to thank the Honourable Member for that intervention, and like him, I represent a rural constituency, and the concern about rising petrol and diesel costs is one that is bearing down very heavily on families. Indeed, for people in Ceredigion, private cars continue to account for the overwhelming majority of commutes. Indeed, for Wales as a whole, I believe the proportion of people having to commute by car is around 80%. And so it's very much the case that for people in Wales and in rural areas in particular, sadly, there is no short-term alternative to using the private car, and so those rising costs of fuel, as he detailed in his intervention, are having a very, very devastating impact. Of course, the long-term solution to that would be, of course, greater investment in public transport infrastructure. But as somebody who represents a rural area, I know just how devastating cuts to bus services have been in the last decade. And so, sadly, for the time being, using the bus instead of a private car is not a viable option.